everything fired up. Let's get logged in. I'm kind of a schizo because I'm learning a pop country classic as well as a brand new progressive punk rock song. One for a gig and one for funsies. Let me brighten up my screen a little bit. Yes. All right. So yeah, this Faith Hill song is pretty flippin' rad. I like it a lot. Check this out. Right? I gotta practice that intro again. What I'm super excited about playing this song for this upcoming show that I've got in Dallas. Oh, no. So it goes. So this is This Kiss by Faith Hill. I really need a whammy bar, it feels like, for this riff. Maybe I can do that. And then it sounds like it's that. And then I kind of just sit out on the verse. Baby, hello. Oh no, goodbye. But you got me like a rocket, shooting straight across the sky. Here we go. And then. It's the way you love me. It's a feel like this. It's such a connection. It's at your last. It's back to the moment. It's impossible. There's a kiss. Okay, so I'm still deciding what I want to do on the chorus. Like the chord progression. It's this. So it's E to G sharp minor to A, C sharp minor to B. But it sounds kind of lame. Like we'll have two acoustic guitars on stage. So it'll sound pretty lame if I'm playing the same thing as them. So for my E, I'm playing this little partial chord. For G sharp minor, I'm playing this. Then for A, I'll go to here, C sharp minor, for B, right? So instead of, I'm gonna go. And then another version I might do of that would be another, oh yeah, that. So E, G sharp minor, to A. Oh yeah, that's easy. That sounds really cool over the root notes. I'm playing a lot of like fifths and octaves on that. So nothing complicated, but like when you're playing in a full band arrangement, just playing a couple notes in a chord usually is enough. If you play like full bar chords, you're taking up too much sonic space and getting in the way of other instruments a lot of times, especially since we play with tracks. Let's take this from the top, baby. Hey, if you got a question, pop it in the chat. Also, let me know where you are in the world. It's like 11 a.m. here in Texas in the United States. And a lot of people that are on at this time are like on the other side of the planet. So it's always fun. Anyway, let me know who you are, where you're from. Also, I am taking on, I have room for one new private guitar student this month. Orpin, what's up, man? I got on a little, yesterday I was on super early for when I normally am. Today I'm on kind of late, but great to see you, man. It's what, 2 a.m. in India right now? You're in India, right? Anyway, so I'm doing Faith Hill. Do y'all know Faith Hill over there? Here it is. See East Lord Lander, what's up? What's happening? Baby, hello. Oh no, goodbye. But you got everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. My schedule's just been a little different. Tim McGraw, yeah. I just learned this song this morning, so it's one of the new ones I got to learn. So the same girls I played with in Prism, they have a separate band called Disco Cowgirl, and it's like a tribute show. So it's all covers and no original songs in that one. They're a great group to play with. Orbit says beautiful song, Platinum Monster, nice song. Yeah, this is from 1998. Huge song and just a great pop song. It's got some country influence, but it's not even really a country song. It's just a nice 3-minute pop song. Orbit, beautiful song. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. Faith Hill. I don't think Tim McGraw is on this one, but yeah, they're married. They've done a lot together. Platinum says you're good at guitar. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nate B says, is it customary to never change your underwear in India? What kind of question is that, Nate? I don't think that's a thing. Platinum, I liked. Yeah. So instead of doing this over the chords, right? So over this E chord, I might try doing sixes instead. Maybe I'll try that. And then over the G sharp minor, that would stay the same. And then over the A, and then C sharp minor, B. So maybe I'll do that. I'm always looking for like different voicings and just experimenting with intervals and things like that. So maybe instead of, maybe I'll go. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh wait, we're on the verse. I'll probably throw in a few fills like that. Oh yeah. I like that. I think that sounds cooler. And then I don't know what I'm doing for this part yet. This is cool. And a key change. I haven't played in this key yet. And then that's the way it ends. So I really like that. And then I think rhythmically, I don't want to do the same thing. I don't want to do the same thing every single time. So I'm experimenting with going like, So sometimes I'll ba-da, and then sometimes I'll just bam, bam. Yeah, so you never want to like just play the same rhythm over and over again. So it's so funny because people will sometimes be like, oh, pop music, it's so simple. But number one, a lot of times pop music is more complex than you realize, even if the harmonies are simple. And then number two, there's always ways to make it more interesting for yourself as a player and for the music as well. So melodic, yeah. Ghost of Maiden, yo, what's up again? Orban says, I'm recording The Forest by Marco. Already posted String Theory? Okay, dude, I got to check that out. I subbed to your channel, and I think I put on all notifications, but maybe it gets posted when my phone is in sleep mode, so I'm not seeing it. But I got to check that out because you're a really great player. Platinum says, I just subscribed to you. Sweet, man. Thanks. Orban says, I'm going to share that song with my girl now. Yeah, this kiss. Smart move. Hugo says, nice playing. Thanks. And C says, yeah, phrasing, man. It's all about the phrasing. Like, I could go in to this gig and just go, but like, you know, something like this. You know, so much more refined. And I love that opening part. Let's play that one more time, and then I'm going to move on to something completely different. I messed that up. And don't forget your vibrato at the end. I love this guitar so much, this Tele. I've realized that I could pretty comfortably get rid of all of my guitars except for 3 when it comes to my electrics. And this is my most recent acquisition in the fall, and I never thought I would need a Fender Telecaster ever in my life. So you guys who know me, you've seen my Music Man Cutlass, which is like the Music Man version of a Strat, which I played for all the Prism tunes and I use a lot. And then my bastardized Clapton Strat, which I use a lot. So between those 2 Strats and this Tele, I've owned a lot of guitars over the years. And I'm a big fan of like Parker Flies too. If any of y'all have been seeing my channel for any length of time, you know that I love Parker Flies. And I love my Greg Howe shred guitar. But really, the 2 Strats and this Tele, I have like 6 Strats, but those 2 Strats are the main ones. Orban says, do you like Someday by MLTR? I don't know what that is. Ryan says, how do you decide on practicing 2 totally different kinds of music? Okay, so Ryan, that's a really easy question to answer. So I'm practicing this Faith Hill song for a gig that I have coming up. So that is like work. It's fun because I really like this song and I really like these kinds of songs. But then the Propagandhi that I'm getting ready to work on is just because Propagandhi is one of my favorite bands of all time, like in my top 5 favorite bands ever. I've got Third Eye Blind, Blink-182, The Descendants, Joe Satriani, Carly Rae Jepsen, and Propagandhi. So my top 6, those would be like the 6 artists that I could listen to, probably only them. And then if I had to go 7, I'd probably go Duncan Sheik. So that covers like a somewhat wide array of genres for whatever kind of mood that I'm in. I like Sleeping Child by MLTR. Okay, I'm going to have to see who that is. Looks like a nice guitar. Yeah, so this is a 2011 or a 2012 Fender Tele Select. I'd never seen it before, but when I realized I had to get a Tele for this gig back when I first did it, in the fall. No, it was last spring. Oh, gosh. So I think I've had this guitar for almost a year. Oh, no, that was like September. I got this guitar in like September. So I played like 20 different Teles at like 5 different guitar stores. And then I never played one that like was like the one that had everything I wanted. So I figured out kind of what were the specs that I liked from some of each of those. and then just got on the internet and was like, okay, what are the tellies that have medium jumbo frets, at least a 9.5, preferably a 10-inch radius, locking tuners, and really great sounding high-end electronics and pickups, brass saddles, chrome-plated brass saddles, and what was the other thing? That was pretty much it. And then it just needed to sound great. So I came across this one online and watched demos of it. It had all the specs I wanted, and it sounded incredible. And it was in kind of that price range that made sense for me. And I found somebody on Facebook Marketplace locally who had one. And so, like, you don't see Telecasters that look like this either, right? So check out, I don't know how well you, look at that. The flame maple, man. It's so, like, that's just a perk that's beautiful. So I like, ultimately, the playability and the sound, how the guitar feels is the most important thing. But if it looks really cool, that's just kind of like the icing on the cake, you know? Orban says, you don't know the band Michael Learns to Rock? I don't. What would you prefer, a Telly or a Strat for country pop? A Telly, yeah, hands down. I used to think a Strat was the most versatile electric guitar, and now I've decided that it's a Telly. Because, so, like, for the country pop, right, so I've got this just nice, just a nice, clean, full sound. And then I can go to this middle position and get a really there it is. I couldn't remember that little country lick. For like this Taylor Swift song. I gotta practice that one again. You get a really good country sound. Plus, in that middle position, you get a really good, like, funk. I don't like it in the bridge pickup for that kind of playing, but, like, we have to do some ABBA. Right, so that's a really great sound for that. And then in the neck position, you get almost that like Strat blues sound. And then even though this is single coils, for rock, check this out, just like a light gain. I use this on that Taylor Swift song, You Belong With Me, or Love Story. Yeah. So just a nice light drive. And then for even like a heavier rock song, for a Lady Gaga song you have to do. And then even for like shredding. Awesome, man. So you wouldn't think that a single coil on a Telly could rock so hard, but it really does. And then even if I want to do like Blink-182 style riffs. Sounds great. One of my favorite Blink riffs let's see. I can't remember. There it is. Name that Blink song if any of you guys know it. So that's my sales pitch on a Tele. They were big in India back when I was growing up. Flame maple is awesome. I have some as large rough process playing for my wood supplier. Okay, cool. Armadillo Pesto. Y'all don't forget to like the stream. Hey, thanks Armadillo Pesto. I appreciate that. Oh damn it! Yeah. And I don't even have that much distortion on right now, so I could crank the distortion even more if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Speaking of cranking the distortion, all right, so y'all check this out. Propagandhi, they're a Canadian like political punk band, very progressive. They just released a brand new song called At Peace. It's brilliant. And when the riff kicks in, check this out. Your recording has begun. I gotta change my tuning. So yeah, that riff is insane. And so I was trying to figure it out yesterday, but I was kind of in the wrong tuning. So I asked Propagandhi on Instagram. I was like, hey, here's how I'm trying to figure out the riff. What's the actual tuning? And they said it's in E flat. So tune down a half step and then go another whole step with your low E. So like basically like dropped C sharp. So we're gonna see if we can rework this riff in this new tuning. Ooh, and I gotta go in about 5 minutes. I have a call with my with somebody. And then again, just one more time to let y'all know, if you check out unlimitedguitar.com, I've got my 90-day guitar transformation course for sale. As well as you can join my group guitar coaching program there. If you want to apply to work with me one-on-one, you can email me, eric@unlimitedguitar.com, and I'll send you the application for that. Because I don't just take anybody, baby. But let me see if that is the right tuning. That's not right. You know what? I think the low E is just dropped further, but I do think, because I was originally going. Something like that. Super cool riff though, right? But it sounds to me that low E is lower, but then that fingering is tough. That doesn't make a lot of sense, so I think there we go. Instead of this makes more sense. And then Okay, so. Yeah. Aha, yes. So the lowest note is down 1.5 steps, y'all. So it's everything's down a half step except the low E is tuned down to C. Okay, I've got it. That's a lie. You took me on. Hey, Jay, do you like Propagandhi, by the way? Have you heard these guys? And well, yeah, if y'all don't know Jay is one of my online guitar students, and he's one of my favorite people. Mercs6 says, sounds like a similar tone to Ameliorate by Endless Sporadic. Oh, I don't know who that is, but that sounds pretty cool. All right, so let's try this riff one more time. All right, so. And then. That's how I realized I had the wrong tuning, because I thought it was supposed to be down 2 whole steps, but I could hear that the last 2 notes ring together. That one has to be a slide, not an open, the way I originally had it tuned. So. Okay, let's see if I can play it with the recording. Y'all, this is so hard. Jay's C says, sounds like Bach toccata, right? Yeah, does sound like some Baroque stuff. Orpin says, you wearing, oh, I don't know what that means. Jay, I haven't heard, but the riff sounds awesome. I think you might like Propagandhi if you like really progressive, angry, political punk rock with crazy guitar and drums. Merc, if you've played Guitar Hero 3, you would know Impulse by Sporadic. Oh, okay. Amazing playing though. Thanks. Okay, let's try this once, and then I got a jet.
Your recording has begun.
Okay, all right. Cool. So I figured I got to practice it a little bit more, but I accomplished what I needed to in the last half hour, which was practicing the Faith Hill This Kiss song, and then going the complete opposite direction and just working on something fun I wanted to work on. All right, bye, you guys. I got a jet. Y'all have a fantastic day or evening wherever you are in the